very long story. It just happened by, I think, fate and destiny, looking back. I was working with two very, very close friends, and we were working with the theta waves, delta and theta with a machine. I can't think what it's called right now. But we started playing with brain waves, and I just all of a sudden had the intuition to start putting crystals in the person's hands to see, and I noticed that it put the waves right down immediately when somebody held a crystal. And then a lady named Sky, a couple days later, just blew herself into our office, and she showed us a really simple version of the crystal viewing technique. So I never claim I got it like from myself. I got it from, she started it, and then I started playing with it and doing experiments with my two friends. And it's just developed literally over 20 years of the exact technique, just by trial and error and mistakes, and a lot of really cool experiences. So that's how it started.
And cool. When did you start teaching, actually? Like, since, like, what?
I was 38 and I am 64. So I don't know exactly when that was, but
a few years.
38. I'm 38 years old. So yes. It's your consciousness, okay? Just like when you go to sleep at night and part of your soul consciousness leaves and travels around, it's that exact same part. We're just activating it while you're conscious instead of while you're asleep. But it's the exact same part of your consciousness that leaves. You always have a cord attached. Your soul always still is attached to your body. So that's why we set out safety parameters so you can travel safely while you're awake, but into this consciousness where you can just travel anywhere. But it is your consciousness. A lot of people, if you keep doing it, like I started out, I was not a seer. I could hear really well, and I was a knower. I could feel and just know. But you know, when you do a math problem and they want you to show your work, but you don't know how you got there, that was me 100%. I would be put in psychic fairs and I would cry, like literally, I would just cry in the corner. It was so sad. But as I kept doing it, I finally got the vision. And if you teach it how I tell you to go find the driver, like get in the car, that opens that part of your scene. So it's practice, practice, practice. Some people have it open already, but not everybody does. If you just see black, black, then you have to do the little technique to open the third eye. So you can see, and a lot of people are trying to see behind their eyelids because that's what I was doing. And that's why a lot of people can't see. But yes, with practice, and as long as you're putting a powerful crystal on your third eye, you will actually begin to see. You gotta, but if you're having the knowing and the feeling, and if somebody says, well, I just imagined that, they're actually really seeing. It just takes a while for people to accept that they are seeing, but most people are actually seeing and don't realize it. Okay, so in the United States, the CIA and the FBI, they've all admitted to remote viewing. They've all admitted to experiments for years and years, which I've been teaching in my class since the beginning that they did. And with our bad experiences, you know, which we teach in the class with government facilities, we avoid government. Now, I had one little feisty redhead one time say, so you want us to avoid things that you learned from? Yes, yes, I do. Because it can cause you physical damage. So yes, I do want to avoid, I don't care what government it is, but avoid government facilities. Now, you can walk down temples or like you can walk down the halls, but don't try to, like I walk down the halls of the White House, that's fine. But don't try to go into like their secrets or go try to see their experiments or anything like that. That is that's the only thing that's taboo. For everything. I now claim myself to be, I'm a medium. I talk to the spirits on the other side. I talk to angels. I hear them all the time in my left ear. Sometimes like they're Christina this and Christina that. I couldn't do that before. I claim to be a healer. Now, I'm not a master healer, but I'm pretty dang good at certain things at this point. Definitely a psychic and an intuitive. All that came from this technique. So I used it to develop all my skills.
like to get informations, right?
Yeah, well, they teach, like, once you can connect to your guides and go anywhere you want, you can gather, it's just like you can gather all the information that you could possibly want or need. So, yes. So yeah, I use it to be who I am now. The first time I took someone to creator energy was really truly my most magical thing. They got in that all connected, all love feeling, and they refused to come back. And I had to learn because I didn't know then how to get somebody back. So that was really scary because their breathing started getting shallow, their body started twitching. So that was actually very scary and cool because while they were in the creator energy, just hearing it, that connection was magical. And then my second one, and that would be close to the same time, was when I was doing someone and they went to alien base and they were seen. And I had a very special crystal, which I have given to him after 20 years. And it literally burned. It burned. He said, I can't remember his exact wording. He tells the story. We have it saved. But he said they've seen me basically. And they literally took a laser and burned through the crystal and burned him. He had a burn mark for months and months. It was a horrible experience. And that's why I put all these safety measures in for your classes. I am getting older and I'm not going to, maybe we'll get immortality, but I really don't want to be immortal, honestly. But I want to start phasing me out physically just for the long classes because it's just too much for me. And so this year, and I'm making, I don't have the exact name. I pray and pray constantly, but I don't have the exact name. But basically, upping the teachers to where they're teaching instructors, not just students. So that way, we can actually get people a lot higher level. Like we're so in between the dimensions right now on Earth. People really need to be upped, and my angels have really pressed me about this. That it's time, Christine. It's time up the level. So I'm just going to at first teach, like be part of this last year, and then as the teachers come on, you as one will be the teacher for instructors. Then I'm going to just be on the last hour and a half, 2 hours of the class for questions and answers. And that way I'm still part of it, but I'm letting go of the big part of it. But I'm still here. I'm always here. I'm in the universe. See? Okay, so Sharon, when you teach your first instructor class, which we will come up with a better name, at that point, we will go ahead and start for you to I'll be on just the end of the class and you'll teach. You're probably going to be the first one. I don't think the German lady will do this. I have a Canadian lady. So I'm trying to hit some different parts of our Earth. But yes, you can do that while I'm still phasing me out.
Okay, so it means like if after this June you are still going to teach the full time, and then anytime maybe within.
But I'm upgrading different teachers. Yes.
Yeah, yes, and then maybe after this June, within this year or next year, if I or maybe another instructors, for example, in Germany or other region of the world, if they are going to teach, and you can still participate, but for a shorter amount of time, and maybe just share your technique and share your knowledge with us. But the technical part, the instructors are going to teach new instructors the technology, the technique. Is it true? Is it right?
Correct. Yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's time.
To make it clear.
It's probably past time. It's time for sure.
So it's gonna be like a co-teaching from next time. And this June, the instructor class will be probably the last time that Christina teach the whole full time.
For you, yes. Yeah. For you, Sharon, it will be, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
For you, yes.
Thank
and
you.
Then after that, I will just be a little co-person on the end of your class
for
a while. And then, I don't know what will happen after that, but I'm phasing me out. That's all I can say.